Good morning, everybody. I decided I'd do an outdoor video today. As you can see, the beautiful river behind me. A little bit bright just because the sun's right in my face, so at least I won't look quite as caked up makeup as I did last time. I have rosacea, so I was really trying to look nice, and I think just the lighting kind of messed that one up. But anywho, we're going to leave it because it's important information, and I won't remember to say all that I already said if I do it again. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about nutrition. It's always been a slippery slope. I don't think any of us would, well, I won't say any, but a lot of us weren't taught proper nutrition, and I'm not blaming anyone per se because it's how they were taught. I mean, my family comes from the South, and there was a lot of, my grandma lived through the Depression, so I understand, you make do with what you got. But then the world got into so much processed food, and that's where we come into the problem. Because I know even as an adult, I was like, that can't be right that we're supposed to eat all those fruits and vegetables. Well, it is. Not saying that's all you can eat, but man, I feel so much better when I do. So much less bloated, so much just more energy. And like I said in the other video, and I will always reiterate, and there will be things I'll probably say over and over, A, for importance, or B, because I forgot I already said them. But, you know, one of the best things that I've ever read was that no wonder we feel like crap if we eat too much meat because, I mean, an animal has been killed. It's dead. And then you're ingesting that. But we won't focus too far on that because I don't want to lose people's interest thinking that I'm going to be a pushy vegan-ass type person because I'm not. I'm just letting you know what worked for me. I mean, we all have to figure out what works for our bodies. When I first started this journey, the last time of the journey that's had several different parts, but it was after my ex had left and that whole decision if I was going to eat myself to death or live. So I decided that I would survive basically on Frosted Flakes and salads. What a combo, right? But I thought, well, Frosted Flakes has to be less bad than certain other things, and I didn't have a car. I couldn't get to the grocery store a lot. And I mean, I did lose weight once I got away from the Frosted Flake thought and started doing, just more healthy foods. But that took a while, and that's okay. That's the process. That's what people don't understand, and I didn't for the longest time. You have to figure out your own body. It's not a one size fits all. And what I do may not work for you, but I'm betting it would. I really think that's what's lacking in a lot of people's diet is fruits, vegetables, getting enough nutrients because really, please, like I'd posted yesterday on Instagram, I'm like, you've got to get the nutrients in. If you look at the back of these boxes and the long list of everything that are in them, preservatives and just things that you can't even pronounce, why are we putting that in our bodies? Why are we putting that in our children's bodies? And I did it. I've got a grown son and grandchildren. But once you learn better, you want to do better. And it just, like I said the other day, I'm like, we're not perfect whatsoever. And I'm going to try to tighten up on things, especially now that the farmer's market's open. That makes life so much easier when you tend to go with more of a plant-based diet. But it just, now I lost my train of thought, which will happen. I'm a goof. We haven't figured that part out yet. But it just, you have to get those nutrients in. Because even if you're eating not perfectly, I mean, this has been a very slow go, this like 55 pounds or so. But my stomach used to be so solid it was over my knees, or about to that point. And now I can kind of roll it up, like I mentioned before. And it seems like the fat loss goes a lot quicker this time than the actual pounds, and it makes you infuriated. But again, everybody's body's different. And if I would have just given up, then I wouldn't have lost anything. So I'm currently on a 3 to 4 day taking off of the pool scenario, which I typically don't like doing. But if I do this every 6 weeks, it seems like I lose 5 or 10 pounds. And then I don't lose more until the next time I take time off. It's maddening. I think I'm going to see a nutritionist sometime soon I've put that off just because of the whole plant-based thing, and I couldn't really find one that might play well with that. But I'm just gonna go for a regular one and be like, okay, I'd rather not eat meat more than once or twice a week. We really try to keep the processed vegan-esque food to a minimum, but once in a while you don't feel like cooking, so you have it. But like I said, please, if nothing else, just slow and steady will win this race. I know, like I've said, it's not fun, and we all just want it. You want to say, okay, I'm going to do this in 6 months or a year. And some people can do that, and that's awesome. But especially at my age, that's not going to happen. I have to put more work into it. And I actually had to start eating more calories, which I think is another thing that people just don't realize. For the amount of activity that I was doing, 1,200 calories a day does not work. Your body's not going to release fat. You have to really look. I downloaded a nutritional calculator and I used it for 2 or 3 months just to make sure I was eating enough. And when I eat 2 to 3,000 calories a day, I lose better. Again, it's just hard when you don't eat a lot of super calorie dense foods to do that. I was starting to try where I'm eating every, say, 3, 4 hours, which I hate. But at this point, I just want the rest of this fat off. I want to get to where I'm getting more energy, which is amazing in itself. But I just want to be able to go and do more things and, not get worn out, which lately it's been amazing. I've really been feeling the difference. And it's like, wow, if I'm feeling that difference now at, say, 350 or so, I have a doctor's appointment today, so I'll get an exact on that. But, it's just going to keep getting better and better from here. And like I said, even the slow turtle like process will get you there. Even if you start real slow, be like, okay, I'm going to take 1 or 2 things out this week that I normally have that are processed and try to add in something that's a little better. And like I said, I'm what, 5.5 years in on this? Yeah, 5.5 basically. And it's been a long journey, but I've certainly learned myself and my body, and I want you to do the same. Like I said, a lot of the things that I do probably will work for other people. That's why I'm here. But you have to do for yourself too. You have to be like, listen, I'm going to figure this out one way or the other because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of not having energy. I'm tired of being fat. And that's really what it comes down to. So I think I'm going to end it there today. I might start doing where I do 2 or 3 videos at a time. So if you see me wearing the same thing, that's why. But I think the outside probably plays better. I do have my iPad and it just got my lighting system, so we'll try that at home too. But hope everybody has a great day, and we will talk again soon.